Now we have a horrific disaster in North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, Florida, and Virginia. That's how big this hurricane was. And the Harris-Biden administration says they don't have any money. They've spent it all on, they spent all of their money. They have almost no money because they spent it all on illegal migrants. This is the worst response in the history of hurricanes.
The president's right. And sadly, tonight as we speak, Americans from North Carolina all the way down to Florida in the Southeast continue to suffer. Here with more from the Trump Organization. Eric Trump is with us. If your father stayed away for a week and he was president, if your father, put funds that were designed for FEMA and the American people for emergency relief and gave it to, other groups, he'd be handcuffed, fingerprinted, put in jail, they'd throw away the key.
Sean, right now there are 157 hotels in New York City that are completely full of illegal immigrants. Let me just repeat that number. 150 hotels in New York City that are completely full of illegal immigrants. New York City alone spends over $1 billion a year on illegal immigrants. And then you see these pictures of husbands and wives and children who have lost everything. Their homes have floated down rivers. Their homes have been taken out by mudslides. Their vehicles are gone. Their picture albums are destroyed. Every sentimental value that they could ever possibly imagine is gone. Will never be brought back. And what does Kamala do? She comes out and offers $750. $750. The TV in the person's house costs more than $750, and you see the absolute destruction. Sean, of all the political things that I've seen in the last decade, this is the one that bothers me the most. Hands down, by far. We have spent $200 billion sending money over to Ukraine and Russia to see young, innocent 21-year-old kids in dirty trenches pop around corners and shoot each other in the face with AK-47s. You watch these videos on YouTube, the lives are expunged in a matter of seconds. $200 billion America has sent over there. Yet we can't take care of our own in Georgia and North Carolina and Virginia and Florida. $750. We send billions to places like Pakistan. And they won't tell us that bin Laden is literally living next to their equivalent of West Point. Yet we offer devastated families, the very people you're showing on the screen right now, we offer devastated families $750. Sean, this is the worst administration in the history of the country. These aren't serious people. Frankly, I think they're cruel people. The way they put Americans last is absolutely cruel, and I hope every single person going to the polls on November 5th and before in early voting will remember exactly who these people are.
We didn't find out for a week until today that FEMA ran out of funds. We didn't find out that they diverted the money to their 11.5 million unvetted illegal immigrants, some from countries with terror ties, some top geopolitical foes. We didn't find out until yesterday that they're offering a one-time payment of $750. Eric, these people, we don't even know if these people are alive yet, and why they didn't mobilize the military and the National Guard and get every boot on the ground they could on day one is unforgivable to me.
Sean, they also spent literally hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars flying 320,000 illegal immigrants into airports across the country in the middle of the night. You were one of the only journalists that actually reported on that. You had 737s landing at airports all across the country at 2 a.m., and illegal immigrants were coming off of them. Sean, it's an absolute disgrace. I mean, this is our country right here, and we're wasting money everywhere. We're not doing anything about it. And money is being spent on I literally talked about this in my convention speech at the RNC. You have homeless veterans that are sleeping on streets, that are sleeping under overpasses, right, that have absolutely nothing. These are people who got shot at for our nation, that literally went to war for our country. And then you have the Roosevelt Hotel, one of the finest hotels in New York City, in one of the greatest locations in Midtown Manhattan, a hotel that charges thousands a night. And you have illegal immigrants taking all the rooms in there. I mean, when are we going to get serious and put our citizens first? It's America last under these people.
It really is. And our prayers go out to people. For the Americans that want to help, considering FEMA has no money because they gave it to illegal immigrants, Samaritan's Purse, Franklin Graham are great people. They do a great job. SamaritansPurse.org. I have it listed on Hannity.com. Eric, thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.